It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers, leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Full left side complete. That's Lewis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, and now meanwhile, on the tackle, some words back and forth. A penalty flag is out. Let's see what this is all about. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he is going to go down. Back back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong. But I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. It's hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle go through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Harris. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Sliding out of the pocket. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Troy Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
9 yards, not quite enough. They'll be left down to 3rd and 1.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second down and inches. He finds his target. It's Evans. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 14. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He gets it complete to Harris. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Completes it to Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish off the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's the end.
First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. To begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season over.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
2nd and 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fighting through. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look at this defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Carr now to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Carr's throw complete there to Perry.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here's Carr. And the catch made by Walters. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw his car. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Carr. Complete. This is Lewis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Buccaneers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
There's a short one taken in by Otten, and he's going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up
to the 34. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carr now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6.
On the give, this is Harris. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford, his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready. Left thing, 19. Ready.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Cup 19. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Carr to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a push to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get the offense back on track.
Now Carr again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 82, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Get it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Bust through the tackle. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3 and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 41 yards. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
You're going to put a quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw, it's Carr. He's got him in. Complete.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw his car. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jawan Bentley. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that nailed down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
2nd down and inches. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 7, 54 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Okay, ready? Ready?
They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Seven Pirates, go!
He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes second down at 5.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Let's go now.
Here we go. First and goal.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback play.
It's Madden NFL.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
What now? What's up?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down could be the game. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing his car on third down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Every coach says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here in the game's opening drive. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, Bob. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. First down, here's White. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He will have the conversion and more than that. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And a catch made by Walters. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carr now to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay, break.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Carr. And the catch made by Walters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now Harris.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And in this play,
Someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back to throw again. This is White on the screen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got Otten on the out route.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. No, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
And they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Pass interference. Offense.
So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
From the gun, it's Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Walters. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing now is Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and 6 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw his Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one
this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do, though. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On second down, this is Harris. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
The defense has been on the field a long time now. After a run like that, they got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They run again with Harris. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Scoop.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's go now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. It's going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Powering forward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that officially a loss of 1?
7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Over the middle complete. It's Perry.
He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet.
Missed.
He will not go down. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A.T. Perry.
48 yards.
And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come 19. Come 19. 19 Lions. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ready.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now here's another carry for Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Harris running straight ahead. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Carr. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the Bucs down by 10. A minute 40 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is it.